what happens when you can't serve like you used to? What I went through the last couple of months sort of puts that in your head. Two of the hardest months I've spent in my life, sitting back knowing I could not do what I do here. We kind of laughed in the Romeos because the day I went into the hospital was right after I had finished leading a session that we were doing on how do you handle things when things aren't going the way you planned. And that hospital trip was suddenly interrupting all kinds of things that were supposed to be happening over the next few weeks. After the stress I went through of learning things like you're probably not going to be able to do some of those things, it caused me to remember, what did you just lead a discussion on, right? I just led that chapter. And so I had that revelation. And of course, I was reminded of that all through we went through. So now I've been able to start attending Romeos again. What's the first one we're in? When there's adversity, that's when you have to have the most faith in God. Talk about bookends, right? So it was pretty cool framing of the whole situation for me, and it's why I feel like at least I've come out of this situation happier than I might have. I mean, I had a great excuse to become a grumpy old man at that point. Not just, I hope that's never really me, but we've talked about what I was going through and what it has meant to me as well. And what it has meant is remember that when things go bad, that's when you have to stand strong in your faith, because God's going to be there. But you've got to have the faith that He is. And it kept me from ever wondering, why me, right? I mean, it was a very difficult time, but I never really wondered why me. It was, God, tell me what you want me to learn from this. And what I learned was that I can let go back here. And He has provided. He provided people who wanted to learn this just in time for when I had to go through this medical situation. They were here, they were ready, and they were willing to serve, and they stepped up and did a great job. And it took so much stress off of me during that time that it helped me come back kind of refreshed and renewed, that it's no longer all on my back. All I have to do is serve faithfully. God will take care of the rest.